They visited every gas station along the route, showed Jason's photo, talked to the night clerks.
Hey you,
Across,
want to go out and work with me on the garage?
dogs.
That ain't the garage.
Customer, she said, who came storming into the store to complain that the pumps were locked.
Well, I'm going to go work on my bench.
5:30 a.m.
You lay on yours.
Morning.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? So, we moved to Montana. We put all our stuff in storage. And we stayed 2 months over at our daughter's place in our travel trailer. What could go wrong, right? Well, during the Christmas weekend, our storage unit got broke into. A lot of stuff was taken, including chainsaw, leaf blower, all the power equipment, including our generator. So I went out and ordered another one. In fact, I ordered 2 of them. I went and gave one to our daughter because, it was a big thank you for letting us stay there. But also wanted to get ourselves a new one. So let's go ahead and unbox it, take a look at it, put it together, and see what we get. Now it's a good thing that we actually ordered this, because last night we ended up having a windstorm. In fact, it's still going on right now, as you could probably hear. Put this on the workbench just so we can work with it. Here we have the instruction guide. Funnel to add the oil. Hose for the propane. More propane accessories. Styrofoam. Gotta love styrofoam. Now let's take this bad boy out. This is the Champion 3500 dual fuel generator. Some assembly required. Well, what do you know? I'm not liking this at all. It's already broke. I'm going to have to tear the other wheel apart just to see how it's connected. If it's connected at all. Oh, don't have to, found it. Little clip ring. Okay, so we got everything situated here. Here's your dual fuel system. Right now it's set for gas, but if you flip the knob straight up, you have your propane connection right here. You have your choke right here. It's just a simple pull out, pull in, or push in type thing. You have your econo mode, which is set to the off position. You have an electric start right up here. You also have a pull start, just in case. You have a grounding nut. You also have a 12 volt DC adapter. You have the 120 volt RV ready. So you don't need an adapter to plug in and twist. All you got to do is just take your connector, slap it on there, and you're good to go. We have the battery on-off switch. We have the reset switch for the 30 amp circuit breaker. We also have the 20 amp circuit breaker. Now this here is for 30 amps for the RV ready outlet. Then you have two 120 volt, and those are 20 amps. You also have two connectors down here for paralleling to another generator if you'd like. Now Champion, what they do is something totally different. Instead of hooking from here to another generator, you hook from here to a little box, hook another generator from that generator to the box, and you get two systems in one. Then you can run the box is basically a whole bar of connectors, the 30 amp, the 20 amp, and go from there. Just a little something extra. I guess it basically comes down to Champion's going to make more money to sell that to you. But you could probably hook this generator straight up to another generator and run off of it. This is also our first inverter generator that we've gotten. That's made by Champion. Now, we've had other generators and, well, they went bye-bye. So anyway, let's get started. We gotta go ahead and come over here to the battery compartment. And we'll go ahead and hook up the battery. First of all, we have to get the battery out. So basically what you want to do is you want to take the rubber strap, pull on it so it's nice and tight back here, get some slack up front, and then push in because this is connected to a little, I don't know, we'll just call it a hook. Then we can go ahead and slide the battery out, pull the straps off, which, dang nabbit, they went and zip tied them. Not going to cut into that with a knife. Just so happens, I have a pair of scissors here. So we'll carefully snip at the zip tie. There we go. Take the little zip tie off. And yeah. Let's throw that in the box. We'll call it a garbage barrel. Now there are nuts right here in the square area, the connectors. Don't lose those because they do come loose, or they are loose after you pull the nuts out. getting this in. It's going to be so much fun. So I'm going to work on that, and then we'll get back at the rest of it. Okay, after pulling the sheathing back for the connectors, we can go ahead and connect up our wires to the battery. Black is to black. We also have a red area here for the positive. So we'll go ahead and hook everything up. Now these were put on with a screwdriver. I don't like that because they are basically just finger tight. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little socket, fit it on there, and tighten everything up. Okay, because the wires, socket's not going to work. I'm going to have to use just a regular wrench. Or the trusty pair of pliers. Okay, we'll call that good. Let's go ahead and slide the battery back in. Yeah, next time I do this battery thing, probably end up taking all that off. Anyway, take your belt, slide it back in, push it over the lip. And then put the cover back on for the battery. There we go. As you can see, the battery light came on. We'll go ahead and flip that off because I'm not ready to start it up yet. Nothing's all hooked up. Don't have gas in it, no propane. So now, I think what I'm going to do is what nobody else seems to do. We're going to take a little break from here, take a look at the instruction manual more closely, and I'll come back to you. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Ready to add the oil. We're going to go to the back of the compartment now and take the cover off, open up the dipstick, and pour the oil in. We have the oil drain here. To the left of that is your fill cap. So let's undo the fill cap. Now it's just a little bit of oil in there, and that's just to keep everything lubricated. There's not that much in there to run it, so And unfortunately with this unit, it didn't come with oil, so have to get some or what have you. Okay, we'll leave that in there, let it drain down into the oil tank there. Give it a couple of minutes because it's cold out. If using the dipstick to check the oil level, do not screw in the dipstick while checking, quote unquote. And we are full. So we can go ahead and tighten down the dipstick. Clean off any residual. Inspect to make sure everything's back on and in its place. And let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Now, one nice thing about the propane tube is that one, it's regulated, and two, it's got a nice little cover to hold your hose with. Let's go ahead and hook up the generator and get her started. First off, take the cap off carefully because this thing breaks very easily. Battery on, commo off, propane on. Choke it. Wanted to start there. button again. It'll start right up. Then push the choke in. It'll be ready. Running on propane, you want to shut the generator off, don't shut it off with the generator. Shut it off with the propane here first. Once you do that, the propane will go through the hose. The generator will use up what's in there and shut itself down. Then all you got to do is take care of the battery, make sure that it's off, make sure your econo mode is off, and go from there. This is also an inverter